o'clock, so we'll call our Charter Long Lake Township Board of Trustees regular board meeting for May 12th at 6 o'clock. I'll rise for the pledge, please. We move the flags. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Wheelock. Here. Balderak. Here. Robinson. Here. Wagner. Here. Schaub.
Here.
Lenpool.
Here.
And Sievert is absent and excused.
All right. First public comment.
Okay. Any person shall be permitted to address this meeting of the Board of Trustees, which is required to be open to the public under the provisions of the Michigan Open Meetings Act as amended. Public comment shall be carried out in accordance with the following. Any person wishing to address the board shall state their name and address. No person shall be allowed to speak more than once on the same matter, excluding time needed to answer trustees' questions. The chairperson shall control the amount of time each person is allowed to speak, which shall not exceed 3 minutes. The chairperson may extend the amount of time each person is allowed to speak. If a group wishes to address the board, the chairperson may require the group to designate a spokesperson. The town board does not respond to comments other than questions by the trustees or to make necessary clarification. Silence or non-response from the board should not be interpreted as disinterest or disagreement by the board.
All right. Open for first public comment, but I'd like to say welcome to all the students that are here today. This is the most I think we've ever seen, so thank you for coming and stay involved in your local politics. It means a lot. I like when people show up and give their opinion of what they feel is important on their heart or mind, so thank you for coming tonight. So we'll open the first public comment. Hi, Chris.
Chris Cruz, 3016 Collier Road. I am a member of the Northwest Michigan Fishing Club, and at our last meeting, some of the guys were talking about the suicide launch and how they would like to see a pedestrian crosswalk put in, something that was activated by pedestrians so that people don't get injured. And I know we had somebody here a couple of years ago that brought up that he was visiting, comes in from Lake Ann, and he has concerns because his granddaughter was running across the lake. So I was hoping that could be something that is put on the topic of the Gilbert Park, when we go back and do Gilbert Park boat launch and revisions, so we could include that, as well as what has been talked about putting a boat launch, or a boat wash in that space. So the proposal back from 2024 did not have any boat wash space in it, but if we go through and do this on the next wave of revision, putting those two things in, it would address some of the issues and concerns from the residents. The second thing that they also brought up was the wake boat and just the impact to fishing at night and in the morning when the guys come out. And I was going through some of the local information around here, and I think Silver Lake is the one that proposed having a moratorium from 6:30 p.m. till 10 a.m. That would give the fishing guys evenings to be able to fish without getting bounced around. I know that there is a Senate bill out right now, Senate Bill 812, which is proposing that the wake boats are restricted to 500 feet from any dock, shoreline, or moored boat, anchored boat, as well as limiting it to maintaining a 20-foot minimum depth that they can run in. The DNR is recommending 15 feet, so there's that. But if we can look at perhaps doing something to help everybody be able to enjoy the lake all the time instead of getting bounced around with 4-foot wakes coming through, especially since we do have some shoreline issues with natural shoreline as well as some of the developed shoreline and the water levels being high right now. Wake boats introduce up to 17 times the same energy with high water levels and those natural waves occurring. So it can be very disruptive to our shoreline, so we already have enough problems with it as it is. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Any other public comment? All right, hearing none, we'll go on to the consent calendar.
Tonight, the consent calendar consists of the Township Board meeting special minutes from April 10th, 26, the Township Board minutes of April 14th of 2026, Treasurer's report as of 3/31/26, then the April reports from the planner, zoning administrator, ordinance enforcement officer, parks, executive assistant, and the check register from April 2026, Grand Traverse County Sheriff's Report, April 26, Grand Traverse County Road Commission, April 26, and Charter Communications correspondence.
All right, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Let's support. All right, we have a motion by Wagner, support by Schaub. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion passes. All right, approve and amend the agenda. I have two amendments to the agenda. We'll remove special reports for Grand Traverse County Commissioner Morris. She will not be here tonight. And then I'd like to add to new business under number 2 for DuraSafe playground matting. I want to add end concrete repair, which you all have that quote in front of you.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Support.
All right, we have motion by Dan, support by Linda. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. All right, we'll go on to Grand Traverse Sheriff Deputy McGurry. Any conflict of interest? I always miss that part. All right, hearing none, we'll go on to special reports.
Hi, everybody.
There we go. We'll talk about the most pressing matter this past month. I decided to go with a mustache. So let me know your opinions. The wife seems to like it so far, so it might stay, but I would like to know. Since the last meeting, 65 calls for service. The weather is obviously getting a little bit better, so more calls. The speed sign is up. I don't know if I mentioned that last meeting, but it is up. It's currently on Cunningham in the residential area. So for the young people that are out here, please obey the speed limit. Those signs, I know it's fun to try to get a high score on those signs, but it takes pictures of your car when you do so. So please slow it down. And then lastly, the fraud presentation at this location at the Long Lake Township Hall will be held on Sunday, July 19th at 11 a.m. So spread the word. I decided to do it on a Sunday because I felt everybody should be available, and we'll do it here, and hopefully we have a good turnout, and that will be also advertised in the township newsletter as well. Any questions?
So I know that you and I have had conversations with a gentleman about their speed sign.
Yes.
We've had requests, and we may look at it for budget, about buying a couple more and placing them up. Because some people, I think the hard part is that people get used to seeing them and they just ignore them after a while. But just any typical sign, when it says slow curve, they still ignore it because they drive down it so often. But we may look at those.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the permanent ones that can be fixed with the solar panel like we have here in front of Taylor Park, Gilbert Park, I think those would be great at different areas throughout the township. It's just obviously a cost thing. But there are certain areas of the township that I think it would be beneficial, to say the least. So to have a more permanent one set up. Yes, Sunday, July 11th, check that, sorry. Sunday, July 19th at 11. You're welcome.
And that's open to anybody.
Anybody. Yep, and that will be right here in this room.
Are you only going to advertise that in our township?
I'm not sure if the sheriff's office is going to do some sort of advertising or not. They have in the past. I'll make sure to let them know. Sometimes they'll put it on their website and stuff like that, or if they have a media day, they'll advertise it to them. So I'll let them know as well. But for me personally, it's just going to be in the newsletter. Perfect.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Chief Down.
Good evening, all. Picture there, the new brush tin is in service. We were actually able to do that quite expeditiously, so we have not had a call for it yet, as of yet. We did have one brush fire while it was down, and we were able to make sure that we took care of that. We had one of our volunteers, Hayden Jury, pass fire school, firefighter 1 and fire 2. We're really excited to have Hayden join our team and we'll get him through that process. We interviewed last month a candidate who ended up going on to a department in Leela County, but was interested in doing some part-time work for us. We have interviewed another candidate, and we made an offer today, waiting to see what his answer might be. Felice and Vanderbrink, me and Supervisor Lemkool met with them today, cold, rainy morning. They came out, they took a look at the roof. Chief Building was up there. Long story short, they told us that we'll have a report with their findings. They hinted around to a couple things, but we will have an official report. I don't know if you had anything else.
Yeah, they basically said that they won't give us any recommendations, but they'll say this is the spec, this is what should have been done. We did notice some damage to some things from the ice sliding down, so we're looking at trying to put some stuff up there to hold that ice, because they're actually hitting the stack pipes, and that's where we think one of the leaks is coming from. It actually peeled the roof vent cap. It actually peeled some of the metal back, which exposed some holes in it where the screws went through. And then they noticed some areas along where the roof goes into the wall, that some of that probably isn't properly done, so.
Well, it wasn't to spec.
Yeah, so they'll give that to us, and it was a little chilly up there this morning at about 38 degrees, little rain. We decided to get off when it started raining. We figured they could be up there. We didn't need to be up there, so.
Last thing is call count. I guess we're the same as Sean. 65 for the month for us, which is down a little from last year. So luckily, we're not going to be we're not doing any trend setting as of this moment. But the summer still hasn't kicked off yet. So that's what I have. Any questions?
All right, thank you. All right, we have no pending business, so we'll go on to new business. We have Bloxham Roofing for the dorm. So we've, in front of you also, you have a spreadsheet that talks about Twin Lakes Park. We said we spend $100,000 down there. We didn't plan on putting a dormitory roof membrane on it. So basically, it shows that, with the siding and painting and the dorm roof repair, and then this other stuff we're going to talk about with the playground repair, that's going to leave us about $5,000 left over of that. So that's what's in front of you. Also in front of you are the different quotes that we had from those. You have a spreadsheet that talks about the dormitory roof. We had Bloxham for $11,570, and then we have Herbert Roofing for $12,450.28, and Northwest Exteriors. We reached out to them a couple times. They said they were going to give us a quote and no response. So in front of you is Bloxham Roofing to repair just the rubber membrane roof, which is not the area we didn't do yet, so, which we've had some leaks inside.
I'll make a motion to allow the supervisor to accept the quote provided by Bloxham Roofing in the amount of $11,570.
All right, we have a motion by Dan, support by Kendra. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes. The next is the playground matting in the concrete at Twin Lakes. So that matting has to be repaired every so often, and it's getting to the point where it needs to be repaired. So Sarah worked on getting some grants. We got a 2% grant from the Grand Traverse Band, which was $10,000, and then we got Parkland, which is a grant from which is our insurance company, for $4,500. We have the concrete replacement, which is $5,685, which Mark has done our concrete before, and we couldn't get responses from anybody else because they're all so busy right now. And then the safety matting, you have the other quotes in front of that as well. And DuraSafe, come in significantly under the rest of them. This is what it looks like. So it sits on the ground like that, and that's what people land on if they fall off the playground equipment. So there's always other types like the bark and stuff like that, but that one was not set up to do that down there. So this is the replacement. So we had a quote from Durasay for $26,548.32, which was presented to you, and then we had Mid-States Recreation, which was $50,290, and then we build fund for $71,700. So that's what was presented in front of you. So we'll have the two quotes to approve.
I'll make a motion to allow the supervisor to accept a proposal from Durasay for the amount of $26,548.32.
All right, motion by Dan, support by Dwayne. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, motion passes. All right, next in front of you is the resolution from Cherryland Electric. Did you say the concrete too, Dan? Did you say the concrete too?
Do you want that as a separate motion?
No, we can make them all as one. Sorry, unless you want to make them separate, go ahead.
We'll pick a separate one then.
All right.
Since we already did that one. I'll make a motion to allow the supervisor to accept the proposal for, I guess it's the $5,000?
$5,685.
$5,685.
All right, motion by Dan, support by Kendra. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, motion passes. All right, now we'll go on to Cherryland. So Cherryland Electric, it's been 30 years ago since we did this previously. So every 30 years, we do a franchise agreement with Cherryland, which allows them consent of laying pipes, et cetera, along the road right-of-ways and stuff like that in different areas. It's just renewing the one that they had, which is Resolution 5266.
I'll make a motion to adopt Resolution 5-26-6.
I'll second that.
All right, motion by Dan, second by Rhonda. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Leland,
Yes.
Bolderat. Yes. Schaub,
Yes.
Wagner,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
and Lundberg.
Yes. All right, motion passes. Any further, and we're going to, the next is Chief Down, possible closed session. Chief has requested in writing a closed session, but did you still want to have that?
Yes, I'd like to request a closed session from the full board of directors.
Okay. Can I get a motion to go into closed session?
I'll make a motion to go into closed session at 6:19 per Chief Down's request.
All right. Support. Do I need a roll call for that? No. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes. All right. What? I do not.
No idea.
I'll do a roll call just to be safe.
Sorry, my apologies. Wagner,
Yes.
Wheelock,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Bolderat. Yes. Schaub. Yes. Lundberg.
Yes.
Do you want to cut the students here?
Yeah.
We could be a while.
Okay, so we're going to go into closed session, so it could be a while before we come back. Closed sessions are basically an air time where we're going to talk usually with employees or purchasing property and stuff like that. So, and then anything come out of those, nothing comes out of those other than a motion to come back. And all decisions cannot be made in closed session, they are made within. Okay? So it could be 10 minutes, could be half an hour, your choice. Okay?
Those of you that didn't get your papers signed, now you can help.
I could have gotten techy with the stalls, bro. You like that? Ripped. Yeah, obviously. Sorry, that was rude. You're right. She said she didn't want to play in here. Really? Alright, so let's get there. Wait, let me see your note. Let's see how much you get. Oh, yeah. Okay. Me too. I did it on purpose. I always do more back. And when there's not. I just am gonna cross that. Especially after yesterday's background and also. They did all pass again. That's what I said. I said all the votes pass again. Yeah, I think these are for us to write the overview. Yeah, but I don't think they're here enough now that it cares about the overview. We still have to volunteer.
No, I remember one thing, too much math. I think in the top math.
Tomorrow, so we don't have to go to practice again. Last week, what's he gonna do? Can't run us after practices are over. Alright, that's
If I'm not making any more.
It's nice to see it. They should use praise, not ridicule. But I get called it all. I read one about a lieutenant, and he actually got his contract. Well, you can't really get on a plane from Idaho super quickly, but I don't blame him. Yeah, I'm glad that I live where it works, and it's a good area. Yep, so I got that rain this morning, it was great, because now I know what seems like I could be this next weekend. Now, next Sunday, cool. Kind of flat. Yeah. So I have to tie crap. LVL to
the existing wall joining there. It should be fine. It's not bearing too much. And then we're gonna wrap the whole deck and see the stainless. So it's gonna be nice, but God, I think. Guess if the wife wants to see it, I'll get to see it.
back into town.
And then I really want to start on my detached garage.
We should be selling.
It's just a 24 by 30.
They should be telling us what they wanted.
I want to build it myself, but I don't want to do foundation. I want to pour a foundation.
I agree with
And I
you,
want to
Brian.
pour a
I said-
concrete pad in front of
When
it.
they came into the first meeting, they didn't know what they were.
I have to call it. That doesn't help me.
Corey's
Either it's just too small of a job.
problem on that or not. They were very.
It's just small. I would take.
So I was surprised to get that.
I'm ready to go. I have no idea.
One out of 10 is probably interesting.
No. Fly, they're gonna fly by the sea with advance.
So, yeah, we have
This month.
all, basically, the only drivers, all leftover materials when we build the house.
Yeah.
I mean, years in our house, when we were trying to get people to do foundation, we called Elm. Luckily, they responded. Sorry, that's too small of a job. He's like, it's a house, you know? God, you gotta be busy if you say no to it. So that's what I did. The best, what we found too, is that you have to go outside. You gotta go out. You gotta call these people that it's 51 off. Trailers are either too busy or they all of our trailers that are not fantastic. They're out of like HVAC or something. We got a form around Traverse. And like, that kind of taught us, let's expand the horizon. And they're all cheap too, so. Any projects for you?
You're lucky he could raise pigs. He has that right, and he could put the pile right next to the fence. And if you,
Yes. We had a problem with our, so we used birds in their games.
We sat around
They,
it.
my parents used them, my in-laws used them. They're very cool. Unfortunately, the guy that was our well, we drilled our walls with a pressure tank. He never watered. So we got that rain, and I go down to the basement, and it's just gushing. And so I called Bird, they sent a crew out, and patched it from the inside.
No, the max.
Next week. So, call them again, and I'll give them credit, they're out there 4 days with shovels, all the way down to the patch on the outside. They said it was our mistake. I give them a lot of credit. A lot of credit. Exactly. Exactly. So I was very, and then they told me, you don't necessarily want to hear it, but the guy that did this is no longer working for cutting corners since they go quit. Yeah, so I'm glad to hear he's not doing it to anybody else, but at the same time, I'm like, crap, I don't want to hear that. Right? But it's also like, what else do we know? Luckily, hopefully that's, those are. Yeah, the wife always wants. Sometimes a little bit more than. At least I get rebates. That's good. And then she wants to, once the garage is done, she wants to start on the basement. Luckily, I decided to let the lumber and the building house bring out the basement. So that's done. We can just go straight to drive. Oh, I gotta show you.
That's the trouble with that subdivision. See the rubber.
We officially have grass. So it's not beautiful. Thank you. I mean, it took 3 years of my life, probably 10 years off. Nothing planted forever. So at least for them.
Part of this, I've tried.
Scott? Oh, yeah? The cop out in bed. And he said, mow your lawn 3 times. Let it get water. Mow it 3 times. And after you do this time, then you so we've done it twice. So on the 3rd one, we're going to we go to the other one and make her it's always possible.
That's what I used to say too.
Right, but yet that was the magic. You know what? You need to go to the first place. That's exactly how it is. I don't know. Whatever the cheapest one's all together.
I'm serious, and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. How's the? Oh, yeah. No.
Out of nowhere.
Oh, that's.
I know, it's just to you.
How's the fire truck parts business? It is, yeah.
But I felt really bad. I don't like it. We don't worry and walk there. No, literally.
Built these solar panels, put them inside, some come on.
Which teams are He's a nice
Well, in fact, even 4 years later, it's a company truck up to these fairs and rallies and stuff. You took it home and polished it, shined it up, you know, made it look like a show truck. You'd be proud of that. We'd give it. I remember one time, she showed me something outside of the truck, and she said, jump up in there. And I was on the passenger side, I jumped up and I... Why is it Oh, God, talk about... He says, what are you doing? I said, I told you to... He said, the old broom and stuff, and he swept all over.
Why does your bag literally says Sam. The crochet line? The crochet line? No, actually, really. They're too full. My dog ate it. I guess the guy was probably. So I just sit there as I went back to Wait, what were you guys? Oh, nothing.
Wait, everyone thought he was gay.
Your TikTok got famous.
Well, is he? No. He didn't look it. Wait, then why did you tell me?
Very.
Yeah. I like your nails. TC nails. Surprised you didn't. They had to get those. It wasn't me. I thought it was.
No! Do not go around saying, bro, I'm gonna kill you, bro. Oh my god. You just like never saw what happened. Texted me the next day, I had a great time. Charlie, you're just gonna read this. Sleep, why? Because she said it was I was there. Like, yeah, people were just telling me that's why. I don't have an idea. No, that's pretty Dunklow?
And so when we
Why did he try to be Dunklow?
so now it's like, I guess we're straight
So you do like that? No. Don't shut up. You wouldn't say that. But it's rude. I would go for a guy that she talked to. I would not do it. That would be like saying no. That would be like going for like Ellie She would Sarah talks. I had a person that only for like 2 years.
well, when it comes to the bigger part, they'll say, about 200. You buy 1,000 bags. The guy's saying, you know, oh, yeah. We'll try the spray paint.
Yeah, so. I would say probably after let's say probably. And they're not. Change, so finally, he got outvoted.
I should be.
You got to change the other. So when you take the operator off, you have to get rid of block place, take it off, change the battery, put it back to relock, and then you got to take the right for $20 more per optic. And these things are supposed to last just for like 20 years. What's going to happen 10 years from now when you get so sick of it? Some of it. It's like cheap. It's almost like cheap. It's insane. These guys are absolutely amazing. Yeah, that's true. Well, the good news is that they tag which is almost so I would much rather just have active but yeah, it's definitely dangerous. Definitely. But that's not and it wasn't quite safe.
No, it like deleted my apps. I had one class. Where did I get Yeah, watch
It's a good progress, but at the same time, you don't want to have.
Wait, what's the
We'll see.
not a government meeting, we're socializing. Hey, she just, you know what, she just walked with the left. Maybe she doesn't walk.
They're gonna be quite disappointed.
Maybe it's your 7:20.
I'll make a motion to come out of closed session at 7:18.
I'll support. Motion by Kendra, support by Dwayne to come out of closed session. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those, or roll call, please.
Schaub,
Yes.
Alderac,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Wheelock,
Yes.
Wagner.
Yes.
Lempool.
Yes. And you all stayed. All right.
Public comment.
Any public comment for our second public comment? Same rules apply? Hearing none. We have no budget status.
Nope.
Okay. Board of Trustee comments? Anybody have any?
Just a quick update, Planning Commission, we did approve the special use permit for the Clark Farm project. I think a lot of you folks are aware of. And then we also approved a small 4-unit project back here in Manhattan Estates, a multi-family property. That was a pretty straightforward meeting.
Zoning administration, no meeting again, so it's nice. Matt's doing a fantastic job. Kudos.
All right. All right, if there's no other, I have a couple. So we talked about chief building at the emergency service station, also working through some Eagle issues. They're feeling that we still have a lot of iron going through. We're working with them to try and document what it is. We know what it is. It's basically the big pipe that fills the tankers and engines. It has a lot of iron in it, but we're trying to compare us to other fire stations, and there's only 2 that are having the problem right now, Green Lake and us, that are held to this standard of, we're considered a car wash. And so we have to watch how we use water and scrub the floors, and they're finding this iron in our oil separator, and so they have to test that on a regular basis and report it. So Butch Strait does that. And so we're going through some process. We think we're getting closer to asking for different guidelines, as well as updating them on how much water we put through. Fleece and Vanderbrink's going through that as well, just to keep you updated on that. Zoning and Planning is attending a data center through Northern Michigan Chamber Alliance. That's going to come up on June 1st, I think it is. So there's a lot of talk going on. Data centers that people are worried about. The thing to remember is our wonderful government, state governor said you have to allow them if they can prove. So you can have different sizes. Some people already have data centers in their office buildings. So that's where you have to be careful when you say no data centers. So there's some guidelines coming from the governor that we have to do some of those things. So we have to watch out for that. Also, Matt and Cody are going to be speaking at the Agritourism Conference this week. They're on a panel discussion, working through things like what we've done with Jacob's Corn Maze and stuff like that. So Twin Lakes painting will begin on July. So they'll work through July and August working on that. And then they'll be painting the underside of the pavilion at Timbers to finish off that project and sealing the floor. That's those 2 things that are not done over there. Hopefully sometime in June, we can get a ribbon cutting with the gentleman, Bill Smith, that donated it in memory of his wife, as well as hopefully we get the Olsons down there. I know they've talked about trying to be down there because they've done a lot for that park as well. That's all I have. So any other comments? All right, then we will adjourn at 7:22.
Thank you all for coming.
And staying.
Thanks
Yeah.
for staying.
Thank you.